What's up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Three people there. Hello, Dips. Welcome. Blessed be. Yo, Big Will was here earlier. Good stuff. Heinrich commenting, and then ABC. Big shout out to that legend for the donations this afternoon. Very much appreciated. How are we doing? And for people to get cracking. So we went from three to one. Oh, there we go. We're back to three. 12 likes already, and we've got three people here. Jeepers, we're getting records here. Ladies and gents, we're getting records here. Four people. There we go. We're moving. Moving. How we doing? Yeah, connected. Six people. What's up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Ad just killed you. Yeah, looks like it. What ad? Was there an ad now? Probably started up. Oh well. Gotta start somewhere. When I went live, did an ad go or what? Let's kill that. What's up? What's up? Salute, Blizzard B. Good to see Big Wally earlier. I haven't seen him in yonks. Reunited after the 2 Cents collaboration, which really went well. Hello, Rosal. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. What's up, everyone? YouTube played just as you went live. Hectic. Get some quick ad earnings in while we can. Hello, Bev. What's up, everyone? Oh, look at that like button. We're ahead of the people we're watching. Are you going to watch UFC 249 tonight? Cowboys fighting, isn't he? Am I right, Rosal? I think that's the UFC one tonight. I'm more excited for the Tony Ferguson one, the title match. But I doubt I'll be up for that one. But we'll definitely keep a lookout for the highlights and stuff. It'll be good to see some UFC back in action with some familiar. But I want to see the big boy, Conor McGregor. Need to see him come on, man. Crikey, Moses. Quite interesting, that one. Please, 15 likes. Look at us go. How's the week been for those who are here? How's it, Jan? Welcome, my friend. What's happening? We're surviving. We're keeping going. Been an interesting week for us all, I think. We're not. How's it, Ryan? Welcome, my bud. Oh, slow start up today. Maybe because I don't have a title. I said G Man. Oh, yes, the man himself. Heinrich, welcome, my bud. The comedian, the boss is here. What's cracking? Declan D, welcome. You've changed your logo. Used to have the Welsh emblem. I see you've changed it now. I am right. It was Welsh emblem. I'm sure it was. Welcome, but Heinrich, how are you doing, my friend? You keeping well? We're all surviving this bloody lockdown. I'm over it. Please, I'm over it. I want it to end. Ryan, I saw a few things. You sent me something the other day. A lot of you sending me some stuff on Instagram. Keeping me up to date with my titles here. It's good. You can talk Afrikaans, but I'm just going to respond back in English. Half the people here are Afrikaans. Andre, Dupre, Beverly, Yuri, Chantal. I was going to say Zane, but he's definitely not Afrikaans. I'll understand it if I don't. My sidekicks who are Afrikaans will translate for me to make it easier. Have all good week. My week leave starts on Monday, then moved it to moved it on 2 weeks because they needed me at work. At least it's happening. That's good though. At least you're getting some leave. Well, you can't even go away on leave, but at least you can chill and spend some time at home, and also at least good good things going at you because you've been working your backside off since this lockdown's kicked off. So a break will definitely be good and needed for you, man. How's it, Ruben? Welcome, bud. Welcome. Hit that like button to the new guys. Can we get a 20? Oh, there we go. 17. Draadloos, Knormoer, Beeld, Beeld Radio. There we go. Heinrich knows it. Yeah, changed for now. People on the other channels were having a go for supporting Wales. Can you believe it? How people are so big on that just because you've got a Welsh flag or a different team flag. I've noticed in the comment section of YouTube recently, the people are getting, I don't know if it's lockdown, getting people the murin or something, but yes, people are flipping rude in the comment section on YouTube. Or they're bloody moody. I almost don't want to comment anymore. I want to disable comments, and I'm not going to because that's one of the main features of the channel. But yesterday, I was reading comments even on 2 Cents Rugby's collab with me. There are some odd people. It's like, why didn't you select this All Black? Why didn't you select this? Even my squad. Where's this person? Where's That's why, and he stated it too. I'm glad he did. Selecting a squad videos are the worst videos to select because people just thrash. It is so demotivating for a content creator when you put in the effort to get players, but just because you're a All Blacks fan or a Sharks fan or a Aussie fan, people just nail the the squad because you didn't select their favorite. It's crazy. Did I hear about New Zealand's multi-billion-dollar move that could see them leave World Rugby? Jasmine, I've actually got a video already in in the book for that one. I'm making that go live South African time tomorrow morning at what's it now? 6. So at about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But I'm thinking of maybe releasing it after the stream tonight because it's obviously big news. Massive. New Zealand getting a $1 billion deal in order to escape World Rugby. Fantastic news for New Zealand, I think. Smart move. Um, I mean, crikey, Moses, they need it. I think the sport needs it. And we were debating this a few streams ago about investing in smaller cities where the money is. They're investing in Silver Lake over in the States, which is connected to USC. USC is so watched by millions and billions, and now if New Zealand get this deal, I mean, cheapest, they're gonna just skyrocket to the top. And I think it's a fantastic, smart, clever move. And hopefully they can do this, and more teams will follow. Sien dis dalk moontlik om weer rugby te kyk in July of Augustus. Yeah, there's talk of that. I don't think we're going to get rugby in South Africa till maybe August. New Zealand, though, New Zealand's going to be getting it soon. What's up, T? How's it, bud? New Zealand's going to be getting rugby. I think they shift to level 2 next week, hopefully. And if they do, then there's the talks of rugby will be allowed only on level 2. So hopefully they will get that back. And then we can at least watch some rugby. I don't care where it is. If it's in New Zealand, there's talent there. Watching the Crusaders, bring it on. Bring it on. It's going to be great for 2 Cents. So, his channel's going to shoot because all the New Zealand audience are going to watch. So, I don't know if I'll stream, but I'll definitely be covering it and watching to see what happens. It's going to be good. Bundesliga is starting from Monday, as I understood. Really? Funny, because it's not right. Said on Wednesday on Facebook, he said Bundesliga or Germany football Bundesliga is starting soon. So that's fantastic. What's up, Zandre? Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, Bundesliga starting. That means Premier League will be soon. Um, so hopefully, but still going to be no crowds. We're not going to see crowds for another 18 months. You hear England are talking about reducing lockdown when Wales and Scotland have extended it. However, England have. I know, Declan. I know it's not a smart move from them because um, it's just getting worse over there. So hopefully, I don't think it's smart. But even Donald Trump was saying the other day of opening up America again, which is risky because America's got the one of the highest rates, actually the highest infections. So I don't know what they're going to do. I'll just keep it local, keep it closed, and reduce it, but reduce it in limitation, and not like open the borders. I think borders should be closed for a very long time because cheapest people are just going to catch on like this. France and the Netherlands cancelled their respective football leagues. Yeah, France also cancelled rugby. So I don't think any sport from France is coming this year at this stage. Sandra, what rugby team do I support? Is it the right way around? No, it's back to front. I don't know if it shows you guys because influence looks back to front, so maybe it's the right. But the Sharks, Sharkies all the way, my friend. I was pretty stiff to toy looking from the injuries. I think so far it's so good. Last time I checked, he was recovering nicely from it. So hopefully that all continues to keep going that way because obviously we need him more than ever. But this break of lockdown would have been so good for him in order to recover better and recover faster. So these are all fantastic news. Please look at Zandra making a comment on the living legend. You know, Zandra, you getting into my good books very early tonight. Like man. SA Rugby Camp is far away as you can't even travel outside your province at this point. Exactly. It will be the same. We'll follow what New Zealand's doing. Level two, maybe they'll allow sport back. But I don't know, unless they just allow the rugby teams within the country to travel around and to get things going, I think that might help or be a way forward. But yeah, I don't know. I think the sporting board will discuss ways in order how to improve it and how to get the sport actually going because we need it back. The money needs to go. Hello, Sean O. Welcome back. Hello, great channel. There's been a little talk about some sports moving to New Zealand to play, which could work. Yeah, definitely. I mean, rumor was originally that Super Rugby, the Rugby Championship, was going to move to Australia and be played and held in Perth in order to keep the tournament going. But now that New Zealand's doing extremely well with lockdown situations and all that stuff, hopefully, I mean, it makes sense to move it there. But yeah, we're not. I, I don't know what's going to happen. I know World Rugby released a statement saying that they're hoping to get the sport back, but we won't see international figures until all nations, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, all nations are on par with releasing or opening the borders. So that's going to be a long time until we see international rugby again, all traveling. But I think that makes sense what you say, Sean, about moving it all to a healthy destination, keeping it in a province and keeping it safe. I think it will be a good move. What do you think about Sam Kane as the new captain? I think it's a good move, Jasmine. I said it in the video the other day. I think it was a smart move. He's got experience. He's been around since 2011, 2012. He knows Ian Foster, whether we like him or not. They've got a relationship as a provincial level to a coaching level. They know each other well. So I think it's a smart move to keep him, to bring him in and keep him as leader. Everyone's talking about Sam Whitelock, making him the captain, but the problem with that is he's old. He's already in his middle 30s, so he's going to want to go overseas soon. So yeah, if Sam wasn't captain, who would I put as captain for the All Blacks? Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett or Bowden Barrett, to be honest with you. Just the Barretts are flipping good. And I just see them as a forward. I would have done something different. One of the blokes said earlier in the comment section saying, why don't they just why do they always name a forward as a captain and not a like a back? And it's a valid point. We don't often see that happen in the sport. So yeah, I'll probably say one of the Barrett brothers. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, bud. Right, Heinrich, what have you said? My manager is a huge All Black supporter. He said, why not Sam Whitelock? And I just think they're looking for one captain from now to the next World Cup. Exactly. There we go. You just said what I was going to say. Look who's here. Mario Scotia has joined the stream for the first time since lockdown. Welcome. Yesterday, for those who don't know, Mario, my Italian best mate. Jeepers, haven't heard from you in a while, bugger. Good to have you here. So yeah, Sam Whitelock for me, too old. Sorry. If Sam King said that one, guess even, well, yeah, that Di Mario has arrived. Look at that. Rumors of my Pimpy and Am leaving the Sharks. What do you know? No clue, to be honest with you, Gary. I don't know. I haven't heard that rumor yet, and I hope not to hear that rumor. But probably for overseas deals, everyone wants them. My Pimpy is doing well. Kanye Arm's doing well. With the restriction of South Africa players playing overseas being lifted, nothing's going to stop these guys from going overseas. So I hope not for the Sharks' sake, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're going overseas. Peter Steph, that toy is going to go overseas. We're going to see a lot of our star players go overseas. And that's what Two Cents Rugby gave me that challenge the other day of creating a South African team to actually show what we have. And not just now mentioning those players, they're going. Andreas Dazen's gone. Sharks are losing a lot of players, and I think that's why they keep buying all the others. OSC Peter Steph by Gareth artist will. That was fake news, Jan. There was no official confirmation on Peter Steph Toya getting that stuff, but yeah, it's going to happen though. It's going to happen. Yo, check at these comments of the group here. Mari's still alive. Hey, Zane's here too. Chantal and the Dabs here. There's you. Hey, my gang is here. The team, my team is here. I like her, man. She said makes me happy. Makes me depressed too because I wish we were all together. But we will be one day soon. Just waiting on the announcement on the Southern Games being cancelled, which is a shame. I really look forward to Wales going to Japan. Declan, same here, my friend. All looking forward to those July, June internationals. But hopefully they postpone it a bit and just mash it all in 1, 2, 3 months, man. Springboks will play in the Six Nations in 2020. Nothing's been confirmed yet. And Neil, it's just all talk now. People want it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But maybe. I don't see us leaving the South unless drastic changes of what New Zealand are currently doing. If they leave because of their big deal, bye bye. Maybe true. Springboks, read that, and Mario is still alive. Everyone heard Willemse from the Stormers might be heading north. Damien, he was already playing Pretoria to the Bulls. He's going to go overseas. I don't know if he's going to go overseas, but I think he's going overseas. He's already had a 3-month stint with Saracens. That's why I didn't pick him in my bloody Springbok team because I thought he was still overseas. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have had him as my fullback. but going to Pretoria, so he's going to the Bulls. See, it's Jake White. Jake White's got plans. I'm worried about the Bulls next year. I hate to say it, but I am. Oh, there's Mario saying, heard that my pimpy has interest by a French club and amp by Japanese. There's Mario confirming it. Mario, where did you get that? Use 24, because that's a good video. Send me that on WhatsApp, please, bud, if you find it, because I need that information. Well done, guys. Thank you. This is why we have the streams to inform ourselves. For me, too. Wat 'n rugby unie is op die stadion vanaand. Tippie or Heinrich, someone, or Yuri can tell. Translate that one for me. Something about the stadium's finances, but that stacks the talking about the rugby finances in the stadiums. If it's about that, um, big one, because obviously there's going to be no crowds, so no stadiums, no crowds, no money. There's not going to be a crowd in the stadium. And which rugby union is most financially stable? Thank you, Dips. Thank you, Heinrich, and everyone. Most financially. Whew, which is just, I don't know. Probably England. Definitely one of the European nations. I know Ireland was suffering. I know Scotland was suffering. That's why there's rumor of the Lions tour maybe being postponed or cancelled because they want to perform. I actually don't know. Probably, although England's in trouble, they're all in trouble. But I would say maybe England's got the safest hands right now, or definitely Europe. I know Australia's in the shit bigger than anything. I know South Africa is approaching it. I know New Zealand is, but unless they get these deals, things will happen. Finance Sport 24, thanks, but I'll have a look. Yuri says, Paul, are you? I haven't seen him. Paul, Tall Paul. I haven't seen him comment. The legend himself. Um, I know BBRU in SA, in my opinion, as a Mamelodi Sundowns owner, bought 51% in for a hell of a lot of money. Hey, if they buy the money and they buy the unions and stuff and do good for it, perfect. But if you look at the Kings, I mean the Southern Kings, they got that company, what's it, the greatest rugby company, to buy them or to help them. And the Kings are in the exact same situation that they were 2015. I read an article this morning talking about the Southern Kings and the current state that they're in at the moment. So I don't know. It's not looking good for the Kings, Mario. I don't even know if we'll have a local team anytime soon. Might have to replace them with one of our own. But the Kings is not looking good. Why is it not looking good? Political interference. Politics and sport do not go well, and the Kings have allowed that, unfortunately. Um, George North has a son born the other day. Oh, lacquer. I saw Johnny Sexton doing challenges with his kids on social media the other day. Pretty cool. So, yeah, I think a lot of investments are going to come towards the country and towards these nations, if allowed. But that's why I reckon check out how chill little bookie is over here. Feet crossed. I just gooied in there and he's landed properly. Yes, he looks like he needs a drink in his hand. Vuma water. Cheers. It's good shit, this. Um, Now, Beverly, you made me forget what I was talking about. Oh, investing in the unions. New Zealand are on the right track. Having $1 billion deals with the American franchises, I think, is so smart going forward, and it's just bringing more opportunities. I wish I had the name of that guy. He was so bloody rude in the comment section talking about the why invest in America and all that stuff. Look at that. I mean, New Zealand, $1 billion deals. There's your answer. That really isn't good. You stole the words out of my mouth. Kings can't keep going if political interests keep putting their fingers in the pie. And Gary Harvey said the same. I don't know why we keep allowing politics in. But the thing is, the municipality actually half recovered the Kings. It's this bloody company that everyone had so much faith in that stuffed things up. Mario, it's good to see your name popping up here. Shut man. I'll actually give you a tinkle one day so we can have a chat. Hope we get rugby tickets cheaper. No, we're not. In fact, Jan, I think the ticketing prices in rugby is going to be probably even worse because no one kind of the stadiums are going to be at such a loss because of not having sport or not having allowing. So, what is the sport you talk about? This. It's random chat. What? Sport? What is the sport you talk about? Right? I don't know. Rugby, anything. So I don't know. I think the tickets are going to be even worse going forward. But this is going worldwide because, like World Rugby said, they're not going to have stay. It's going to be no-show stadiums for 18 months, or unless they find a cure for coronavirus. So there's no big movements forward of getting that cure. So we're going to have no closed doors for months. It's a reply to. Is he here? Oh, I see what you. Oh, there he is. Sorry, man. There's because it's not right. Sorry, be because it's not right. I didn't see you. I've only seen you now. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. 7 weeks with no sport. Well, in all this end. Sorry, now I'm with you, Heinrich. I missed his comment. Welcome, but good to have you here. Um, Curry Cup comp needs to be more high profile than it is in South Africa. Neil, I couldn't agree more. And they need to include more teams in it. Um, make it bigger. It's too small, and we need to focus on the second division Curry Cup teams so we can develop rugby and send them over to Pro 14. I think Bill Permont's saying he wants to let the Pacific Island players play for their home country once they've finished playing for a tier one nation. Is goodness, fair enough. I think he's all talk. Bill's just talking to please everyone. And like I said, it doesn't fix the problem. And how's it, Gerard Grenier? Cool, Grenier. Welcome, man. So I think those are going to be all the issues um, going going forward. I think Bill's just talking the game to please everyone, to keep everyone quiet, to keep the haters quiet or the negative people quiet. I mean, the fact that Augustine's quit just shows it's an odd environment over there. So yeah, I don't think it's looking great. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bill does a phenomenal. Hit that like button, Alex. I'll keep pointing. I forget you can't see it. We're on 24 likes. Let's move that up. So I think, yeah, we'll see what happens. Munster supporters were offered a refund on their season ticket. Thankfully, nobody took it up. That's a supporter. Really? No one took it up. That's fantastic. So that means all that money's going to go into the stadium. Well done, Munster. That's a true story. I think that's fantastic. Getting the development going. You're not describing it, my hey, mother-in-law's back in the topic. 10 years, we don't want to qualify for another country. Better yet, make it 20. That will help Pacific Islands. No more. That's a very good point, Jasmine. That's a very good point. Then you'll see development. Scotia, I've also heard that Vermont has promised Japan a Lions tour. Really? I think that was also, I did not know that. So he promised Japan Rugby Championship and a Lions tour. I don't know. With all due respect, I don't know if they haven't earned a Lions tour for me. I know they've done well and they've shown improvement and growth. I don't think they've earned a Lions tour. Keep that to Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. That means we're going to have to. wait 16 years in order for it to come back. No, I don't agree with that. Don't agree with that. Good. Thanks for letting me know on that one. I'm going to go research that. I don't think people will be happy with that. I think everyone's happy that they've been promoted forward, but I don't think it's a smart move. I mean, taking it away from, I think, is it Australia next? No ways. Again, unless Sanzar changes, then maybe. But for me, no. Do you think Finn Russell get into the Lions team for the South Africa tour? Love the words. How's it, Matt? Thank you. I think he will. I think they'll get over that fight that they've had. I don't know. I mean, that was more with Gregor Townsend and all with Gatland. Finn Russell's an important player. You need to have him in your squad. So I would definitely take him. I bought tickets to the HSBC Sevens. I wonder if I'll get my money back. I'm sure they'll give you an option to. I'm sure they will. Is Nas Butta still in charge of in India's women rugby when he was back in TV? I don't know, Neil. I've heard Nas is doing things in India and doing wonders, but I don't know if he's still there. He's probably home now. I just can't picture India playing rugby. I'm so used to them with cricket. It's a cricket out nation. But hey, if someone could do something different in sport, it's nice sport, ladies and gents. To a lifetime player make his debut for England at age 41. There you go, Alex. That's a good comment. If all the airlines are going bust, less travel, will international rugby even survive? They'll have to. They'll make a plan. At the end of the day, the airlines won't survive, but there's planes. Someone will buy it. Branson, Bill Gates, all these rich oaks out there. Something will happen. I don't think the death of airlines will happen. I think there'll be a death of a lot of companies. But from an airline point of view, I think we're okay. I'm not against Japan getting tier one status, but this vote for me, to get tier one status doesn't work for me. Yeah, I think you're spot on there. Your comment actually on that one Facebook group made me rethink it. Tier one status is a big thing, and I think Italy's still currently on tier one status, and I mean they've not done much. I would have maybe left out the word status or tier and just need to put them into championship. I don't have a problem with them in the championship. I really don't, but I don't agree with um, the Lions. I think a piece of it I read was in the return for them voting for him. But that's the thing. Bill bought a lot of these votes because there was a lot of teams. I would love to know what Bill Beaumont promised Ireland and Wales because that vote 3 weeks ago, I think it was when we did the stream, it was all looking towards Augustine. We still went through the numbers and it totally changed. And the fact that Fiji and Samoa, I mean, Fiji, I know because he gave promises, but why Samoa? Why would Samoa turn on the South? Right. I feel Japan should join the Six Nations. What's your view? Yo, I don't agree with that. If any team needs to join the Six Nations from around, it's going to be South Africa, not Japan. Definitely not, in my opinion. Yeah, and players need to play with masks and gloves. In this day and age, it could happen. I wouldn't put it past. Archie Adams, do you believe that the Rugby World Cup 23 final will have two Northern Hemisphere teams? Archie, anything's possible. There's definitely a lot more focus happening in Europe. So I think definitely, and they are improving. We've seen Wales develop greatly. We've seen Ireland develop. Okay, they didn't have the greatest year last year, but they've improved. We've seen England really look sharp. Scotland are always a dark horse. So, and France, you can never write them off. For me, I see. Sorry, red card for grabbing the mask. That's a good one. So yeah, I think it's possible. The North, I think it'll be good. Bill Zuma, whatever his last name. Oh, you know, Bill Zuma. Yeah. Hey, if Zuma pays his debt, we'll get rugby back tomorrow. I think Bill is all talk and no action. Agreed. Fiji and Samoa are anti-Sansa because of not being included. But that's not. That's not Sansa's fault. That's World Rugby's fault. They're not including them. So I don't know why Fiji and Samoa are blaming. I mean, New Zealand have done a lot to try and include, and they've been big outspoken on that. So I don't agree. And if we all lost our jobs because of this virus and possible recession, we will only be supporting a local amateur team. Won't be able to afford Twickenham. Yeah, that's a scary thought, eh? That's a scary thought. I watched a podcast on Pishot. It's brilliant. Pisho, sorry. I keep calling him Pishot. It's Pisho, I've heard. It's brilliant. I'll post it, yeah. Yeah, please do, because or commented on this video. I will definitely watch that. Nathan, what's up, bud? How's it going? Who was your favorite player at the World Cup and in the Six Nations? Favorite player in the World Cup? Cheslin Colby, by far. Six Nations. Oof, I'm a big fan of James Ryan from Ireland, and I enjoy watching. I hate to say it, but I enjoy watching Owen Farrell too every now and then. But Dan Bigger with his kicking style, what a legend! When do you think Italy will next win the Six Nations? Archie, when do you think Italy will win? Mario, you can answer this. You're Italian. I said never. They're never going to win the Six Nations unless a miracle happens. By the history of the World Cup, England and France is the North's greatest hope for the North versus North World Cup final. I agree, as they are the only two to reach a final. Anyway, yeah, I agree with you. I think what a final that would be, England versus France. That would be good. I found that on an article in you want look at what? I found that on an article. Cool. Thanks, Roden. I'll keep a lookout. I should remember these comments because there's a few articles I need to go read after this. Declan, I see France possibly getting the final in the Rugby World Cup with it being in France's home ground, give it a good boost. Yeah, Declan, you're right. But every time I make it, I don't know, you read my thoughts because I was just going to say it didn't help much in 2007. So maybe South Africa will win it again in France. Just imagine that. Just that will piss off a lot of people if South Africa win again. Oh, then I'm going to sing the trumpet. Then again, you never know. England didn't do well when they hosted it. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, we all think automatically if you host a World Cup, you're going to win it. But it's not always the case um, in these situations, except unless you're New Zealand. Here's a link, Gareth, for the podcast. Royden, I don't think the link will be allowed you to send on here, or maybe try. But I'll comment it on once we're done with the podcast. There'll be a comment section underneath this. I don't know if it's there already. Then you can comment it. Actually, Italy have never won the Six Nations to start with. Chances are good that it will never happen. Italy pool of players extremely small. Agree with you, Skosh. Why does everyone hate England rugby? I love it, but we are the most hated. Never say never, Italy. I don't look. I'm going to answer this in the nicest way. If I have to rate the fans on YouTube, the subscribers on YouTube, or the as a glance, welcome, man. The most harshest comments that I've received on YouTube come from England because they don't agree or it's unfair or this. And I'm not saying you or anyone. I'm saying that a lot of the nasty comments I get are from England supporters. So I think that maybe links to it, where people just like, oh, typical. And yeah, uh, that's my thoughts. I don't want to get too much because just now I get backlash from it. But yeah, I've always respected the team. Like I said, 2003, I was supporting them. I support England in football, but I don't support them in rugby or cricket. But yeah, I just think people think they're maybe a bit arrogant. For example, the Rugby World Cup final, they beat New Zealand and already thought they won it, but forgot South Africa is still there to play. And then obviously we showed it. So I think it's a mixture of everything. I don't think people hate them. I think it's just certain fans are quite negative and very harsh on other supporters. Um, Back to back, four times champions. Then let's go, let's go. Then we will trip three-peat for a whole month before the 2027 exactly. I will sing. Send it on Messenger. Send it on Messenger. That'll be good. So, G-Man, I've been wondering what impact would it make to go both with the Yankees boys if they get a contract to go overseas. I think it'll be great for them. Exposure. I think Elton will definitely go. He's been loyal to the Lions for a very long time, so I think he will be wanting to experiment a bit, test the boundaries to see what it's like. I mean, look what it's done for Andre Pollard. I mean, he's the most highest paid rugby player in the world at the moment, and he's just gone from strength to strength. So I think overseas brings a lot of character to these guys. I prefer them to stay here, but they definitely go over. I mean, I'll never forget Percy Montgomery. Before he went overseas, he was useless. I mean, everyone mocked him. He wasn't that great. He had a stage under Nick Mallet, and then he went poor. He went overseas, and Jake brought him back, and the man was a machine. So I think he's brilliant, with all due respect. I think it's good that they go overseas, but yeah, I prefer him to stay here. But I think Elton definitely. Herschel might stick with the Stormers for a little bit longer. Gareth, we need to get you on Joe's show as well. Joe, Ireland Joe Adams. I spoke to him last week. We hopefully he's got a full list, but we're definitely going to be chatting to him soon. I will be with him soon. World Rugby needs an administrator in the Pacific Islands to make sure money goes to the right places. Agreed. Whatever happened to Romanian rugby in the 80s and 90s? Best yet. Don't know. But again, they get neglected. So the tier twos get neglected. By standards, Georgia and Romania is your top two nations in Europe. Romania was supposed to be at the World Cup, not Russia. Fair enough. But also, Georgia have really got improved. Mind you, Blue Bulls fans can be interesting. Well, you could say that again. They are definitely interesting characters. Blue Bulls fans, oh gosh, no, I won't start to Andre. We are just as passionate about the sport, but I still feel England. It's us against the world. Yeah, fair enough. But I think it's a lot of how the fans maybe bought it out. But you never know. Lance said it. I must admit, it's good to see some youngsters who went overseas coming. I see two are coming back from this for the Stormers. Yeah, a lot are actually. Percy was a machine, definitely, but he was better when he came back. Joe Shepherd, sorry, wrong guy, wrong surname. That guy, yeah, Joe Shepherd, yeah. That's gonna happen soon. I just need to get back to him with. I need to look at his list and see where I could fit it. But I was on a conference call with him last week Friday. Would you rather go to England versus Wales at Twickenham or New Zealand versus Australia Wales? Okay, Archie, I'm going to throw one back at you. Wales versus England at the Principality Stadium. I want to go watch it. I've heard it's one of the greatest experience um, ever. So I want to do that. Twickenham maybe, but I'll first go to Murrayfield. Do more two cents rugby. Yeah, we hopefully will. We're just obviously he's busy. I'm busy, but once his schedule gets reduced and mine too, we'll do it. We've been in talks for quite some time to finally get that collab going, which it did, and it was received very well. So we're gonna hopefully get started. Mac, welcome, bud. All good. Yeah, the comments are going fast. I can't keep up. They go over, but I mean, look at Colby. There we go. Colby, good example, Nathan. Did well. What's your opinion on pumping money into the Pacific Islands? Change the landscape of the countries. They definitely need to. They need to grow the Pacific Islands. There's so much history and opportunity there. If they keep things going, it's going to do well. Principality State, roof closed. I'll definitely want to see roof closed because then you can hear the crowd. So I can catch a watch. We'll do. We'll do. I'll announce it here. My greatest rugby experience was the Bulls pumping the Chiefs in the final 2009. Heinrich, I think you've got another Bull supporter here, my friend. Jasmine. England are. We look at how the team behaved in the last year. Actually, there's another one, actually. Jasmine's nailed it. And also the way England behaved after the Rugby World Cup final, taking her medals off. It was like they were sulking. And that definitely left a sour taste in my mouth after watching that. So I think it's small things. But again, it's not. It's, yeah, there are positives. I have been Murrayfield and of course Principality, but weirdly my first game was at Murrayfield. Legend. I want to go watch at Murrayfield. I want to hear Flower Scotland. Happy that you found your razor. I knew you would chirp. Yeah, I thought let's do something different. Shock the world. I did it for Mother's Day. It was mainly for my mom. I think she would have appreciated it too. Well, it was a time when people that run South African rugby get rid of. They're never going to get the South African the Springbok emblem just yet. It won't happen. Not under this current president. Maybe if Uncle Julius gets involved, then yes, but not at this stage. Full voice. G-Man, you remind me of my son Richard, lion-hearted, no challenge to the big Bulls 2007. Oh, Bulls 2007. Oh man, Bulls 2007. Mario, if you still hear that, remember that game? We watched it Jeepers and Brian Banner. Oh, I don't want to start there. That depresses me. Bulls for the win, even though they suck at the moment. Oh, there's another Bull. Jeepers, we're growing with Bulls fans here. Ash, Ash. Mayfield is awesome, especially when Scotland play. Agreed. Ain't that G-Man? Apply some ointment. That's the day. Oaks are on fire today. The Bulls are growing. I agree with Yuri. Should have posted that on. Yuri, post that last comment you've done on here. I agree with you. Yo, that food looks good. I'm still ugly, man. That one's still, it's 13 years later. Yep. 30 likes so far. Now someone's just unliked. 29. 29 likes. 27 people. Hit that like button, ladies and gents. We're doing well tonight. Or maybe it is past 30 and I'm just not seeing it and it's a glitch. So maybe it's a glitch from me. Not rugby related. Oh, I see what you mean. Fair enough. Actually, we will do 2 cents, but it takes time. We both got busy schedules, busy careers, so we will do. And obviously, we plan ahead of time so we can get done. But obviously, I do my night stream. He does his morning stream. Whoa! Oh, because it's not right. Look at you, legend. Oh, okay, I can see 31 now. Thanks, Dibs. Thank you. Because it's not right for the donation. So because it's not right, and then ABC123 donated 13 Aussie dollars this morning. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. That goes a long way on this channel. Appreciate it. I want to go to the Grand Slam Autumn International Tour, but the last one the All Blacks went on was in 2010. So I don't know why they don't do it anymore. Midweek's tests. But Jasmine, that's why I'm saying they need to introduce um, these tours going forward. Um, Old school tours to bring back these type of events. I think it will just do so much great for rugby. What are the two man-made features you can see from the moon? Great Wall of China and the Gap. Yeah. Springbok fans, look at Royden's Frost joke. That is a good one. How would you feel if you swept the Lions or Lions swept the say? Hey, if it's good rugby, go for it. If it yes, that is a good joke. Oh man, I must copy that one. Um, hey, if it's good rugby, Lions can do it. If it's good rugby, South Africa can do it. I hope it's a 2-1. I always enjoy those. They win one, we win one, boom, final. I don't want to see a whitewash. It's not good. But it's like a hello, Megs, Wads, welcome. I think first you should go to a team that fans are loyal because I know many Sharks fans that want nothing to do with the team when they lose. Oh, Nathan, you are shots fired. First, he's a damn good player. You can stick with the Sharks for now. Thank you very much. Um, he's a good player. He was in my squad. Was he in my? Yes, he was. He was on my bench. Eddie Jones said, "Boys, take your position." So all the players lined up behind the post. Royden, you got jokes tonight, my friend. Loads of fans is like that. Alex, don't encourage. From South Africa, legend, man. Awesome. Good to have more South Africans. Fasi will become a great watch his space. I agree with you. Oh, and that's from a Bulls fan. G-Man, thank you for these live streams. Love you, big guy. Joe Premier. Cheers, man. Glad you're enjoying them. It's just to keep a Saturday chat going. I didn't feel like it this morning, but thanks to ABCs with these little donation that might have made it me. And then some liquid courage, but we're working hard. What country do you think has the best development of players depth all positions across the country? New Zealand, by far. The ruling of not allowing players to, or players, if you want to play for the All Blacks, you've got to play in New Zealand. I just think from schoolboy to club level to provincial to international, New Zealand does best. That's why they've been dominating the world for the past 10 years. So for me, New Zealand, hands down, in development. I think it's phenomenal. Prediction Lion Series South Africa 2-1. What, Royden? You're a Bulls fan, but you're a PE boy. Hey, there's a lot of Bulls fans in PE. I know lots of Bulls fans. Lots of. I just subscribed to you. Thanks, Megs Watts. Glad to hear that. Good to have another subscriber on board. We've had a good week of increase. All two census people who used to watch now say, "Oh, where have you been?" Fuck, I haven't been anywhere. It's just notifications don't favor South Africans. They favor people over in New Zealand and Australia. Who do you think would have had won between New Zealand at their best and SA squad playing the World Cup final? Hey, World Cup final, anyone could have won. I still reckon South Africa. I actually did a video on that. I still think South Africa were looking sharp in that final. I think it would have been very hard to beat us, and I was very proud of the effort that they put in. So I think South Africa would have beaten New Zealand, but it would have been close. A final brings out the best in any team, no matter who you are. I scared you when you scared me when you said my name. That's the point of the live streams. It's to interact with you guys. It's just because it's not right. It needs to give me a nickname because I keep just. I know BINR, but I keep forgetting that one. But we need to get a nickname because crikey, that's long to remember. But yeah, the point of the streams is to interact with you guys individually and build relationships and groups. So that's why I enjoy it, and people enjoy it too. So it allows you guys to interact with me and all that jazz. So that's why I enjoy the streams. Keeps us going. James, good to see you, G-Man. Miss your match analysis and predictions. James, tell me about it. I can't wait for rugby to start so we can get back to the actual sport videos. I'm amazed at how much content I've actually put out. And same with 2 Cents Rugby, credit to him. How much content we've put out when there's absolutely nothing on. I mean, I used to go, and I said this to the group as well. I would say on a normal weekend, I got, geez, I don't know what I put out next week because there's absolutely like there's not much to talk about. But as soon as now, when we got nothing on, I've put out 1 or 2 videos a week, a day. So it's been hectic. Uh, new name is wrong. Why wrong? Why wrong, babe? I have craving rugby. I hope we have the Curry Cup this year. I think we've got more chance of the Curry Cup than Super Rugby, to be honest, or international. I reckon Lions going to take it, especially considering how 2017 went. Will be interesting. Lions are going to have a very good team. Don't get me wrong. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I think it could be a freaking dominant performance. But don't count South Africa out. Remember, it's a year of preparation, and I think we could come back a little bit stronger. Maybe let what? Maybe let the people call you G like we do. They call me G or G, man. It doesn't bother me. It's more for the other guys because some names are very hard to pronounce here. So, and who was it? Morris or Maurice. I kept getting his name wrong. So to have nicknames for you guys, it's easier for me to remember. Oh, because it's not right to call him wrong. Yes, I'm slow today. This pineapple juice isn't working, man. Too much vomit. No, no, too less. Wrong. Geez, that was blonde of me. Well done, Blowy. That's a blonde. That's a fine. That's a fine. Maybe watch retro matches and give analysis from classic games from the years. I thought about that. I thought about that. There's it's that Sharks glass, G man. Up yours, Heinrich. It's bloody good glass though. Um, yeah, I thought about watching old games and sending a link like what 2 Cents does, but I don't want to go like I'm copying. So we'll see what I can do. Maybe it'll do. Ginger Ninja will fill his boots. I see what you mean. Sorry, what will the loose tender the beast? Yeah, I agree with Heinrich. The ginger will take it well. Um, Stephen Kitsoff is a pure class player, and I think he's going to be a good replacement for him. And also as a he's just going to get better and stronger going forward. So for me, we've got no problem, and we've actually got such a depth. Actually, I mean, Ox, we've got the Heinrich, your Bulls prop, Lizo. Is it Lizo? Walker, I think it is. He's another phenomenal talent. We've got Thomas the Toy from the Sharks. There's a great depth there. I think Marius just said it. Ox could well replace the Beast as well. So there's good depth within South Africa at the moment. We're really doing well. Check out Yuri. Yeah, well, that's a very good fight. Glad to see you concentrating on the stream there. That is classic. So I can't keep up with the group. I'm gonna catch up on the WhatsApp later until we finish. Lizo, there we go. The small beast. You see, he's a beast. It'll be great for players to play with people you don't usually play with, kind of like Sanzo Barbars. That's the thing, and that's what Heinrich was suggesting not too long ago, is having a revamped South African tournament where Springboks will play for not only the Bulls, the Sharks, they go play for the Falcon, the Griquas, in order to develop and allow these guys the opportunity. Because it's like it's great playing against the Springbok, but what happens if you're playing with the Springbok? That for me would be awesome. So, like you say, Sansa Barbars for that it will be good. So for me, developing in South Africa is a good way. But also, like you say, creating something for Sands nations. It will be good fun. What is a position of need in all major rugby nations, do you think? Position. Actually, you're saying what is the most important position? I'd say definitely fly off. You've got to have a key in everything there. A water boy. Fair enough. Can't argue with you there. It's a good one. Yeah, without a water boy, the guys aren't hydrated. They'll pass out. They won't play good rugby. Yeah, I'm actually not far off there. We also have a lot of props ahead of that are really good as well. Even in the cheetahs are developing. I was looking at the squad because I'm doing this video for 2 cents. So I could research a lot of the various players and looking at the cheetahs. There's some good, solid blokes in the cheetahs squad. Even the Kings, although cheetahs they're not looking great at the moment, but there's a lot of talent right now, and hopefully they can do something. How often do I live stream? Once a week at this stage. It takes a lot of data, and we don't have an uncapped network. So I'm currently use my small routers in order to keep it going. Touch wood, we haven't had an issue yet. But last week we all know what happened. Freaking hell. As soon as Norma to returns, I'll introduce you to a local brewed brandy. Oof, what? Bitter reindeer. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. It sounds interesting. Orange lighters at halftime, definitely the most important. There we go. Yeah, every Saturday I keep to the streams. I change my time. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 6. I like to do it a bit earlier, so by 8 o'clock I have the evening to myself. I have 2 live streams to watch. Yeah, well, if you 2 cent supporter, you get his in the morning and then me at night. Best of both worlds. Two of us. How much does the cheaters? Yes, I agree. You're quick tonight, but oh shit! Did you watch the video of Paula Connor breaking down the autodrome? I haven't tried, but I saw it. I'm gonna watch it. I saw it on YouTube yesterday. I have to leave for supper. Well, have a good week, guys. I go, cheers, Gosh. Well, good having you back on the stream, bud. Enjoy. Italian Stallion, yeah. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Two talking. I wonder what's yours. Well, you got mine now. Judging how lockdown is affecting the world could be now that the box first test since first Lions test. That's a scary thought, eh? Just imagine that. Springboks play again in the Lions. Oof, that will be a good test for old Jacques. Very good test. 71 million over 3 years. Definitely not. How much schoolboy rugby have I watched? Quite a bit actually this year. But I get irritated watching schoolboy rugby after hearing all the stories about doping and all that stuff. But look, we've got some young talent, some big boys coming up in the world. Oh, pasta. Oh, Mario, just go right now. Enjoy it, bugger. So yeah, schoolboy rugby is looking good in South Africa. Isn't it crazy that the Boks have not played a game since the final? Indeed, or neither have the All Blacks since the semi-final. It's madness. And we're still number one, and we haven't played. Look at that. Six Nations teams playing at Ellis Park and Newlands on a regular basis would be fantastic and financially brilliant for South African rugby. And Newlands is no more, Neil. They were doing articles today about saying at the final time we're not going to see rugby again at Newlands because of um, the current situation. So Newlands is gone, unfortunately, as sad as that is. How long have I been doing this for? YouTube, I've been doing, I think in September it will be my 4th year. Rugby, I've been doing for 3 years, I think. I started off doing the motivational stuff, and then I incorporated rugby into this, which helped grow this channel and live streams. You guys will know this better. Probably a year now I've done live streams. I started at the rugby championship no, yeah, June internationals last year. I started the live streams, and that went well, and that's what actually helped grow the channel because you guys, you experienced YouTube fans will remember the 1014. They were. It's actually scary the growth. It was 1014 and me were at a stage where we were close, and then 1014 shot up and they went into the thousands. They smashed it, and then I was behind them, and then Two Cents came back because he Two Cents always did the Southern Hemisphere, and then I did a lot of Six Nations, and that took this channel to another level. So I went shot ahead, and then I think I was the first to the 10,000, and now he's put me to 20,000. So it's amazing how we've been up and down. What's the story of the cricket bat in the background? Oh, I was clapping a few balls on the wall the other day outside, and it's for TikTok. I'm trying to think of a video to do with that as well. I saw something with Kevin Peterson the other day, so I want to incorporate it. That's my old schoolboy bat. How's it, Hooper? Welcome, bud. Gareth, despite age, is there still place for Ron Pinard in the green and gold? Anything's possible. Look at Victor Matfield. Funny enough, Gerard, I nearly put him in my squad for 2 cents. I almost put him in, and then I put Fuss in instead. Do you think the long break could affect them? Yeah, definitely. And the problem, Declan, is that the talk is that when they get back to training, the physical contact's still going to be an issue. If these guys aren't training on how to tackle and get big hits, do you know um, how much that's going to affect them? Because they're going to get injuries and all that. What's the story of the? Oh, I've said that already. My dad went to Newlands a long time ago. Said it was his favorite stadium, and he's English. Oh wow! No, it's an amazing stadium. I watched one game there. I watched New Zealand, South Africa, Australia. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, you can sit far back, and you still feel on top of that stadium. For me, as a short person, it's the perfect stadium. But I love Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. It's going to take a lot to beat that one. I still want to do uh, Heinrich Stadium, Loftus. What to close is covers with the song. Oh, isn't that how I close the covers? Yeah. Oh wait, and I used yes. Thank you, Heinrich. I used this to also close the covers to that Mike Tyson song. I have the tiger, whatever that song is, with the drums. So it's my TikTok backed. I've retired from cricket, so I'm using it for that. You could do the. There we go. Sorry, Jasmine. That's it. We That's the one I did. Oh, yeah, Heinrich has just said it too. Have I been to Soccer City Stadium? No, I haven't, Blizzard. I've been to the new one in Cape Town, to the Cape Town Stadium to watch Bon Jovi live, but I haven't been to Soccer City. I don't plan on going to Soccer City because that stadium's huge. And for me, being a small person to walk, it's going to be a mission. Do you think Jake White will bring AC in at the Bulls? AC in Alistair Coetzee? I hope not for the Bulls' sake. Are you meaning Alistair Coetzee, Royden? I hope not. I think that'll be sad for the Bulls, to be honest. Soccer City's amazing. I know. I've heard good things about it. I really have. And I mean, I've watched the games on TV. Alistair Coetzee, definitely not. I don't think that'll be a good move for the Bulls. Maybe he was better in provincial than for international. So I don't know. Also in the high criminal area. Ellis Park, I would like to go watch for the history, but yeah, I don't know. I've got no funny. I'm a Shark supporter, but I've got no big interest to go visit Kings Park Stadium. I would rather watch Sharks play Bulls in Loftus and get a vibe of that atmosphere over there. I think that would be good. Chester, looking forward to your live stream with Skinny Brew Rugby. Oh yeah, yes, Skinny Brew and me are gonna have a live stream next week, Friday night. Thank you for that. I was supposed to actually pump that. I was gonna do it in the next video. But yeah, so if you guys don't know who he is, go check out Skinny Blue Rugby. Him and I are going to do a stream on his channel. Um, so hopefully give him a good boost, but we're going to chat all things sport there, which will be fun. Be nice to do a live stream with another fellow YouTuber. Alan Walters was a fantastic performance coach. We'll miss him. He's the Welsh chap who's just left. Yeah, that was a big loss. Copper United, you could see how Stuart Lancaster, if you had to choose to manage the box in a World Cup, Stuart Lancashire. I'll take him. Sorry. I don't write good here. Have you heard Josh Corson from Salvo? He's been playing for the Sharks. I haven't, to be honest, Nathan. I haven't. But if he's probably going to be coming up in the ranks soon. Apparently, there's a backup to replace Alex Walters. All right. I wonder. I haven't heard who it's going to be though. Could be interesting. Probably going to be South Africa. As a, I'm going to be put Maurice Morris. What's up, bud? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Not as bad as Ellis Park. Oh, well, that's good to see. Good to hear. Glad Newlands is no longer a venue. But do you? But Cape Town Stadium, Newlands, it's not going to stop the All Black Cape Town fans. It's going to still flood. But I get what you mean. Blizzard B actually commented on that a couple about last month, saying that he's happy that it's going to Cape Town Stadium so that he's got more opportunity to book tickets because of the whole story with with the All Black fans always booking ahead of time. So for that part, I get it. I get it. I just mentioned your thing, Blizzard. Do you think Sonny Bull and Mike Tyson will be a good fight? No, it will be entertaining, but I don't know. I think Tyson will knock him. 6 love. Skinny Brew is very analytical, like 2 cents. Yeah, that's good. Blizzard on okay, talking about that. World T20 predictions. If it happens, it's not going to happen. But probably India. I don't see South Africa doing it just yet, unfortunately. I heard that guy who plays well was used to condition sprinters for the US and involved in some high-profile rugby teams. Oh wow! Well, I haven't heard that yet. I must check into that. Meg Wads, welcome back. No worries. A lot of guys pop in and out. Heinrich's the king at that. He sneaks out and then he comes back to surprise us all. That's why I actually started it earlier, so you could be a part more. Next Rugby World Cup winners, South Africa, man. Gonna take it again. No, I don't know. To be honest, it's gonna be interesting. World Cups hard to predict. Do I watch Next Gen Rugger on YouTube? I've heard of them, Blizzard, but I haven't. To be honest, I will go check them out if they're any good. I try and keep loyal to the blokes who are loyal to me. Do you know what I mean? 2 Cents and I were together from the start. He was doing the Super Rugby for time, and then we've grown together on this. Another guy I watch is Driving More from New Zealand. I always feel sorry for him. He puts in so much effort and hard work into his work, but gets so little views. I can never I can never understand that. So hopefully he picks up sometime soon. Who else do I watch? Haka Time, is it? Unbiased Rugby, South African. I watch him every now and then. He does a lot of collabs with the guy in New Zealand. Is it Haka Time, I think? Also very good. But yeah, Skinny Brew, I've been always meaning to do something with them to also to help these guys give a boost. I'm not a big one if you've just started and you're asking for it. Squid Rugby is the legend. Oh man, he's the king, Nathan. He's done so well. He's just gone, but again, his content's different. He's phenomenal. But going back to Skinny Brew, just to give him a good boost because I always feel for these guys who put in so much effort and time, and their channels don't pick up as they should. So to give Skinny Brew a boost, that's the goal to help out. And like 2 cents and it was a good one to connect because we're still going at it quite strong, and then to help one another. For all my guys who maybe don't know who he is, go there, and all his guys pop in to visit me. I mean, I got a few from 2 Cents' collaboration. I think it was a good one. It worked well. What about Emma's Gold? Missed that one. Beast Rugby are a really good channel. Yes, Beast. I have seen them. Also good. As one gold. Who's that? To be smiling at that one. I know with Rusty there, I think will stay out. Comments I've missed there. Hey, nice and sleazy, welcome, bud. Michael Wilson, how's it? If you were a Springbok player, would you rather be known for your defense tackling or a good runner? Oof, Michael, definitely not a good runner. I think maybe defense tackling. I've never been a fan of running. You hope Wales can win in your lifetime. Hey, anything's possible, eh? The stadiums was awesome. Avies won the games. Bok fans were awesome. Went out after the Box fans paid for all my drinks. Total class. I ended up trading shirts. I did that once in a pub, Barney's. My PE mates will know. We were out for drinks as an old schoolmate, and I was wearing my Sharks golf shirt. It was just a Mr. Price golf shirt, but Sharks branded. And there was this Irish chap, solid Irish accent, and he turned around to me and we got onto fat chat about rugby. This was like 4 years ago. He ended up trading my golf shirt, which probably cost $100, with his genuine Irish um, shirt. Freaking hell, that got stolen unfortunately when we were robbed once. But man, that was a good shirt. That was probably your R1,000 shirt. Um, big big fan of that, and that was like to interact. I enjoy meeting foreigners. I think it's fun. It's entertaining. Oh, World of Warcraft. Thanks, Dips. Do you want the Club Rugby World Cup to go ahead? Foo Fighters, yes, I do. I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to see provincial, who's the best, the way forward. I think it's going to be a smart move for rugby, for fans, for people. I think it's a good move. Um, what's my favorite books I like to read? I'm not a big reader. I've got 10 autobiographies of sports stars. I've got The Beast, I've got Sia Khaleesi's unauthorized one, but still, I've got Eddie Jones sitting there. I've got Brett Lee, Steve Waugh. I've got a lot of books, but I haven't read them. I'm not a reader. I buy them to just have them, but I don't read. Pew, pew, pew. 39 likes. Come on, lads and gents. Let's get a 50. Just 2 cents. What a legend. I'm off. Keep Heinrich in check from Russia. Cheers, Royden. Thanks for joining, bud. Appreciate it. Good having you on. Joining in late. No problem, Mark. Team, welcome, bud. Can you see a time when rugby will be as popular as soccer in the US and worldwide? I do. I strongly believe that's going to happen. But the question um, is the investment. We need to invest the sport. How's it, Terry Riley? All right, Gareth. Hey, I can see that you hear that in the accent. Um, I think if we can get more investment over in America and develop the game, grow the game, we'll be on a good wicket. I think that stuff is off. But anyway, it's wine. Um, I cannot contain. I'm free man with my wife's permission, of course. Good one. So if she goes back and checks this video, you scored your brownie points in. But LMC, what do you think of NC's shot across the bow for World Rugby? And do you think it will be acknowledged by the North? I think it's a smart move. The fact that they looking for, if you're referring to the investment, I think it's a great move. I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning on that. I think it's brilliant. We need to invest into these smaller countries. What videos do I have planned for next week? Well, I've already got two out for tomorrow. I've got the New Zealand investment, and I've got rugby's biggest thugs. I saw Rugby Fast do a video, do an article, so I've done a video on that too. English, that is the biggest answer you can give it. Irish. Oh my word. Sorry. All right, that's Irish. My bad. Personality aside, do you think that the ability level Farrell is comparable to Wilkinson yet? On the way to being he's more almost caught up to the national points. Oh man, that Copper 92. That's a good question. I think Owen Farrell definitely deserves the respect, and I think yes, he will get to Wilkins. He's getting. He should be already being talked about or being compared to Johnny Wilkinson. Is he better than him yet? I won't say just yet. There's still things that he needs to learn a few things, but from a injury point of view, I think definitely he's really done well. And whereas Johnny, I think, had a lot more to offer the sport, but his injuries cost him a lot. And I think that's always going to be the sad thing in his career. So I think yeah, I think Owen Farrell definitely should be spoken in the caliber of Johnny Wilkerson. If I oh wait, if I get one more COVID-19 SMS from MTN, I'll lose it. Yeah, I get a lot of emails from Vodacom about COVID-19. I would love, I would love to see rugby be as popular as football. I agree. It's going to take time, but we need investor support. We need more investors, and I think it's going to mean that nations are going to have to be sold, which is nerve-wracking at a point because you never know what money could do to a team and how it could destroy it, maybe. But it's definitely possible. What's your favorite club from the north? Leinster. Leinster all the way. Nathan, I asked 2 cents this, but Faf versus Lomu. Faf versus Lomu, do you think Faf would have tackled Lomu or do you think Lomu would run through Faf? I think that's a tough one, Nathan. I think Faf would definitely have put his body, blood, sweat, tears, everything on the line. But I think Lomu might have run, would have walked over Faf. Or let me put it to you this way. Faf would have tackled Lomu and he would have held on to dear life. But because Lomu's so big, Faf would have held on to his one leg and Lomu would have gone all the way to score a try. So Faf wouldn't have given up, but he would have, Lomu still would have scored. So I think it's a bit of two ways there. What law changes would I like to see? Oh, shit. I want the game to flow more. So anything to stop the game from pausing so much and keep it more flowing rugby. Penalize a guy for doing too many box kicks. Minimize box kicks. That would be a good law for me. Who would be in your all-time back line? Oh, cheapers, it's a tough one. That's more for a video. But Mabana, Keslin, Villy. Oh, cracky, that's a tough one. I need to think on that one. Rugby's biggest thugs. Please do not forget to include Federico when there's punch. I think I do talk about it. I'm more going over a list of players, but that's a good one. I still believe Farrell tackle on Springbok play in November was legal. On Andreas days, and I don't think it was legal. Disagree there. 42 likes, 8 more to go. Look at you guys. Check it out, Ryan. Heinrich, but in rugby, there's so much players doing a lot all once, and young kids getting introduced to the rugby could understand it properly, and it might turn them off. And development, bringing it to communities is the strongest way for the sport, in my opinion. Last Jedi, what do you think is the best? Oh, sorry, who do I think is the best rugby player in the world from best current player in the world or best ever rugby player in the world? Because that's a tough one. Faf would have chosen to tackle his own player first. I don't know. He's a tough boy. Barry John. Um, to be honest with you now, since losing, I've heard a lot about him since I've done this Dan Carter video. But I need to look more into it. I've heard great things about him, so probably yes. Is any of the Farrell tackles legal? Go on, Declan. Well said, bud. Tanasha, have you seen the All Blacks All or Nothing series on Amazon? Branding something in terms of books we learn from. Oh, no, I haven't actually. We don't have Amazon over here. Or we can, but it's bloody expensive. But I'll look into that. That will be a good one to watch. Best ever. Oof, Dan Carter. Dan Carter, probably. One of the most outstanding. No, I lie. Richie McCaw. Richie McCaw, for me, is the greatest ever rugby player. What he's done for rugby as a captain, as a player, as a leader, phenomenal. I rate him highly. Both of Farrell tackles in two separate games. Mate, it wasn't Jasmine. It wasn't both. There was three. There was the Aussie, there was South Africa, and he did one for Saracens where he tackled illegally. Only fair tackle that Farrell was part of was the hit on him versus USA. Spot on. Gareth, do you ever watch League? I don't. I need to do it more. I need to look into it because I've had a lot of people ask me that. I need to get into it. I don't know enough about it to really follow it or to be able to bring it into this channel yet. Because just I'll be ripped. I'll be ripped a new one for getting it wrong. So I'm too nervous to do that. But maybe one day. When will your next live stream be? This time next week. I try to keep it to once a week. I want to do more, but unfortunately, internet costs a lot in this country, and with my parents being at home, myself, we're all online, so I don't want to club the internet. Abano or Lomu, Jonah Lomu. That's an easy one. Abano's phenomenal, and I rate him highly, but Jonah Lomu is just on another level. With all due respect, I might get some hate for this, but I rate Fussy a better player than Villy has been for years. Nathan, I'm not going to disagree with you there. I think Villy for me, the past 2 years, I think a lot of you might agree, is that he's not been in great form For me, when he went overseas, he lost it a bit. Actually, in fact, when he moved from the Cheetahs to the Sharks, that for me was when Billy started going a bit downhill. I know he did well over for the Wasps, but he's never been the Billy LaRue we all know. For me, Fassi, I think is going to be a great future for the country going forward. So I won't give you hate for that comment, but Sam said that he thought Pocock was harder to play against than McCall. Pocock is another good one. Pocock is another good one. I won't argue that. Meg Watts, you're welcome. The All or Nothing video is great. Shows how much humility there is incorporated in the All Blacks culture. Can find it on the internet. I will look that up. I love the All Blacks. I've always loved the tradition, everything about them. That's why I do quite a bit from them. And also, I've got a soft spot for New Zealanders because they were the first um, foreign subscribership that really took off on this channel, which was pretty cool. I'll never forget that. And that's on Prime, 110. That's not bad. Shit, that's cheaper than Netflix. But again, it's streaming, and I'd rather do this stream than that. Because the club says, can you compare Habana to Lomu? Would Habana do good in slow-paced 90s match? Will Lomu do good in... That's a very good comment, Henry. That's a very good comment. That's a very good comment. You can't really compare them because Lomu 90s to Havana now. I won't argue with that. I agree, but I don't think it's easy. Havana's records are incredible. Agreed. And I think that's where Heinrich's comment makes a lot of sense. Does South Africa have a rivalry like New Zealand does with the North Island versus South Island game? Not really, not in Africa. Our sport's not competitive enough, unfortunately. You'll probably say closest would be Namibia, but we thump them, unfortunately. No disrespect. I know there is a Namibian, yeah. Favorite Irish player of all time? Oh, it's a battle between Mr. Paul O'Connell or Brian O'Driscoll, but probably Brian O'Driscoll. Love that oak. Always have, always will. Leinster and Ireland. Brian O'Driscoll. Prefer Gara, Ronan O'Gara, another legend. Gareth, I don't like the World Nations Championship. I would rather a three-game tour to a country rather than going to Japan, Australia, and New Zealand in one tour. Agree with you, Chester. I think that's also a very good. I want to bring back the tours. I like the idea of Nations Championship to allow us to get more international rugby, but I think you're spot on there. I won't argue with you there. England versus Wales, SA versus New Zealand. Which rivalry would you say is bigger? I'm biased, but I think history probably England versus Wales. But from a intensity of a game, SA versus New Zealand. But again, I'm a Southern Hemisphere team, so I would have to go there. Look at old Ryan, 50, 45 likes, five more to go. Hit that like button. I think most people, yeah, have hit the like button, to be honest. We're almost at 50. Let's get a 50. Agara went to my school, actually. Oh, that's epic. Epic. Bulls versus Stormers is on North versus South. Oh, you mean within South Africa? The Bull Stormers. I would agree with you there. Bull Stormers, North versus South. I agree. Sorry, man. I wasn't using my brain there. Did you hear UFC are hosting live events now? Yeah. There's a match tonight. Match. Fight. Cowboy's fighting tonight. Can't remember who's fighting against. My opinion, you can't compare Lama and Amanda. Both of them were legends in their time. That's exactly what Heinrich said. Agreed. Who is the most famous person you have ever met? Sure. Rugby was a beast. I met Rassie too. It's a beast, Rassie. Steve Waugh from Australian cricket. Probably so Ricky Ponting, Shane Warne. I've met a lot of them, but that I was a kid. Those are small memories. But my favorite celeb or famous person I met was this year when I met Sean Pollock. That's my childhood hero, still is my hero. So that was probably my greatest memory. But I've met a few chaps who are top notch. But yeah, probably Sean Pollock would be my favorite. Megawatts, good night. Thanks for joining, eh? See you next week. Ruben Kruger was brilliant. Rest in peace, indeed. I met like players North, South Africa. Yeah, yeah. Like Heinrich said, definitely. If we have to compare from that, it'll be that one. But we don't really have it. Best lock in the world at the moment. James Ryan, Brody Retallick, or Evan Etzebeth. One of the three. You pick. What was the beast like? Humble, kind person. It was a short interview. I was part of radio media, and I managed to have a quick photo with him. Very nice guy, down to earth, super person, willing to take a photo when we technically weren't allowed to have, so I could have a fanboy moment. I love the beast. Great person. Favorite World Cup final? It didn't include South Africa. Easy. England versus Australia 2003. Why? Because I'm a big fan of Johnny Wilkinson. And two, I watched it with my late grandfather. Very powerful and strong memory. I'll never forget it. I remember every aspect, not quite of the game, but of the memory with him. So for me, that was probably one of my favorite World Cup moments. After Argentina and Japan's success in the Rugby World Cup, what who do you think is the next team to potentially break break out? Oof, I don't know. Maybe Georgia? No, Fiji. Maybe Fiji. Fiji or Georgia. I'd say watch out for those two. Gareth, what is your favorite genre of music? You're a metalhead. So not really. I'm not really a metalhead. My mates are. I don't think Zane's here anymore. He's metal. Chantal and Yuri are big on that. Dippy's big on metal. I'm more actually Yuri's also good with Africa. I love my Afrikaans music. But if I have to go with a rock band, it's Bon Jovi all the way. I followed you on Instagram and couldn't help but notice you had a Marmol shirt. So I take it you're a drummer at Word. I do, Nathan. I knew, yeah, I miss his content too. I thought of all people, oh, look at, there's Zane. He's still here. We're trying to make him one. I'm not bad. I've done a few heavy metal jams at our local pub in PE. I've got onto a stage when they've been rocking it up. It was good fun, good memories there. And then Chantal had to take me off the pool table. Good times. I climbed onto the pool table to get onto the stage, and then I got off like that. It was fine the first time. Second time, the bouncer didn't like that. So Chantal had to get me off. Just that was a good memory. Good old pool city. When I've gone to games, Australia, New Zealand, when the beast is playing, even though I'm a Kiwi, I still shout out to me. Everyone does. My brother-in-law last Scotland game that he watched Scotland, South Africa before he moved back here. He said everyone did there. Everyone chanted the beast. You're getting there. I am. Not too bad. I must say, when I'm in a shit mood, listening to metal is quite calming. I let that one from with Heinrich off. Ladies and gents, I'm saying good night for now. Talk later, G-Man. Cheers, bud. Thanks for the week, especially your message early in the week. You inspired that last video. So thanks for that. I appreciate the support. But I'm also going to probably sign off not too long now because I need to eat. I'm hungry. How's it, Zander? Welcome, bud. 59. Ryan, you deserve a medal, my friend. You got us to 50 likes. Well done, bud. Appreciate that. You legend. Um, I think it would be Fiji and Japan to break through. Yeah. Japan's really technically broken through, so let's have Fiji next. So talking the nectar of the gods. What's your favorite place to visit in the world? I'm dying to go to Scotland because that's where my dad was born. Scotland, Old Trafford, Manchester United Stadium, New Zealand and Ireland. Few places. Have you ever thought of doing radio locally? Neil, I do radio locally. I'm on Bay FM every Thursday. Fortunately, we can't while we're in lockdown. And then I'm also part of Kingfish FM. Okay, I'm not as often, but I'm still a part of that group. So I do radio locally. Gareth, have you ever tried listening to Pink Floyd? Yeah, I have indeed. Lance Morris, take care, G Man. To the time. Cheers, Lance. Cheers, but hello, Yuri. I know you're watching, but I'm just saying hello again. I saw your name pop up. Favorite song of all time? Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi. Probably. That song's got me through a lot. Grenard, Worm. Xander, please call me Gareth or G Man. Don't need to call me Worm, but cheers, mate. Thank you for awesome videos. Cheers, Xander. Thank you, bud. You're a legend. But Neil, going back, yeah, radio, I've been doing radio for December, will be 3 years now. We'll have done it. I love radio. Radio is my passion. We're hopefully getting back on in a couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll start. Do you think South Africa will lose Super Rugby? No. We'll keep teams there unless we kicked out. I think the only way South Africa are going to leave is if New Zealand really develop intensely and we'll get kicked out. How can we bring, what's that comment? How can we bring back the passion, excitement, K Cup by including all the provincial teams, giving everyone a chance developing the sport? Hey, look at Yuri flirting. What's up, buddy? Zander praat Afrikaans of hey, clear out, nothing to be rude, bro. I think he's a youngster. How can we bring back the passion and excitement back to Cup? Okay, so that Jasmine, Australia and New Zealand are looking at playing three British League games at the end of the year since they are doing pretty well containing. Go for it. Players Luck Cup, that gives me good views. When I do a preview and a recap for that, that gives me good views. It will be a it will be a battle for the stream views, and 2 Cents will definitely win that one. But we we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. I hope they do play Bledisloe. I was hoping to go to Boxing Georgia in PE because I'm from East London, so it's very close. I was going to go to that game too. I was applying to be the freaking flag bearer for that game as well, and now they cancelled that, so I'm gutted. LMC, if Fiji could get the corruption out of their hierarchy and have the money of training and playing internationals, every nation would be concerned that I agree with you, LMC. Spot on, my bud. Gareth, can you do the haka? No, sort of. But I know in I think it was one of my first or second or third streams, people wanted me to do it, and I said I would, but I need to learn it so that I can be. Now I'm with you, Gerard. Sorry, I didn't see your laughing face. It's your smiling face. Good stuff. Um, I need to know it fully before I do it on any form of video or TikTok because I just have too much respect for New Zealand and I do not want to embarrass it or people get offended by that if it's done not the right way. So I've still got a lot of learning to do. Makes you wonder why Simone Fiji voted but what smells like money's were exclaimed for votes. Johnny Blaze, you said it there. Not going to argue. Definitely was. Promises. Favorite what? Favorite present I've ever received. That cricket bat over there, which kick-started my career. I'm a hoarder. I don't throw away stuff, so that's why people are signing it so I can keep it in memory. No, Sonny Bill Williams versus Anthony Joshua. Who takes it? Anthony Joshua. I don't see Sonny Bill getting that one. Sorry. Favorite sport? Cricket. Cricket and rugby. I have a G&T at the moment. It's great. G&T drink. So what am I drinking? I'm drinking wine now. I was having pineapple beer thanks to socks dropping it off. It was, yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's good stuff. People are getting creative with their 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 booze. They're getting it gin and tonic. It's a good drink. That. Oh, I was trying to go visit my grandmother's house to go get some, but the freaking security wouldn't allow us in. There's some good stuff there. Oh, well, fun, first fun, big time. Fishing all the way, bro. I'm not very patient, but I do enjoy fishing. Just watched Invictus tonight. It was good on TV, good movie, but it still pisses me off how smart Matt Damon is, and he's supposed to be Francois, only in Hollywood. Luckily, he can act. Matt Damon, the best was when he told the boys to fuck us, in his SA accent, but he was phenomenal. He really was good. But I agree with you. Size difference was different. I would have had an SA boy keep doing it, but he was good. I want to go fishing so bad. I miss fishing, says Nathan. Said I want to go. Yeah, cheap as British. Me too. Oof, man, hopefully one day we can all go fishing again. AJ or Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury probably. No? Tyson Fury, yeah. Do you think if France and other Northern Hemisphere teams join Lions, would it make a big difference? Yeah, but then it would, I think, take a lot of opportunity away from Scotland. They already don't get much opportunity. So, favorite Hollywood actor? Jeez, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. Because it's not right. If you go fishing in our river, you end up radioactive. Hectic. I've heard of those places where you fish and the radioactive is hectic there. I watched a video of that. It was quite classic where one of the oaks, he was either diving in. It's that bloke who always catches the big monsters. Best movie ever. Oh, I don't know. Wait. So I don't know anymore. I had one, but I forgot. A freshwater, saltwater fisherman. Salt. We don't have much freshwater opportunities. When our group, we went on a camp, lack of campsite. Jesus, oh, take us back. That was freshwater catching carp and catfish, but salt. I like our holiday place in December is Beverly. I see what you're doing here. Um, now, every time you comment, I concentrate and I forget what I was saying. Um, Saltwater, yeah, because the river there by us is saltwater, so I enjoy it and I love deep sea fishing. I went deep sea fishing a couple of months ago, but I wasn't on the best behavior, so it wasn't as enjoyable for me because I'm a bit anal. But we'll definitely make it up and do it again soon. Being from Eastern Cape, do you have memories of Battle of Port Erasmus? Yeah, I do. I've got a good one. France playing the Springboks and the Rooster riding on the field. Never forget that. That's strong. And I watched Scotland play at Port Erasmus as well. But the highlight was France. Watching that Rooster, the game was boring, and this Rooster went onto the field, and it just made the atmosphere light up. The crowds went from bored to good. Oh, Oom van Groenten. Yeah. Sorry, Bev. but I eat it because I have to. Was Just one of his days and the best scrum off ever? Oh, that's a tough question to ask me, Neil, because Eurist is my childhood hero, so I would go Eurist. But Gareth Edwards was a legend. Silence of the Lambs reminds me of my mother-in-law. Where's Heinrich now? You ever seen the kiteboard in Cape Town? Yeah, I used to live in Cape Town. Cape Town boy. It was fun for me though. Oh, that's good, Zad, as long as you enjoyed it. You caught more fish than me. I suppose the fish were tormenting me because I was misbehaving. Yeah, Kai Point. My uncle lives in he lived in or lives in Blouberg, so I see the kiteboard in big time in Cape Town. Green Book is one of my favorites. Never heard of it. One of the best tries I have ever seen scored in Richard Brand's drive versus New Zealand. Yeah, funny. Heinrich sent that link the other day. It was a good try. It's a bloody good try, actually. Which match between SA and New Zealand did the ref get attacked? Scrum. I can't remember, but I do remember Richie McCaw putting that guy. It was years ago. I can't remember, to be honest. My mother-in-law doesn't speak English. I know she makes fun of me in her language. I can't tell. Old hag. That's a good one. Hey, because it's not right. There we go. We've got another person to replace Heinrich on the mother-in-law jokes. You're amazing anti-bullying. My family loves you and still passionate about it. Big time, Last Jedi. I need to do more on it to raise awareness, but massive on it, my friend. Thank you for your stream. Have a good evening. Cheers. Bye, Bev. I hope you had your gritte this evening with your braai. But cool. Thanks for the cool drink. Check it out, Heinrich. Advertising for us an hour ago. Yes, we've been on the stream for 2 hours already. Wow, word. G-Man, do you know SR teams approximately spend $20 million a year on travel accommodation? If we went north, it would be less. Yeah, that's why this whole talk is coming up. That's why people are trying to encourage it and all that stuff. So, yeah, I do know that. UFC 249 tonight at 4 a.m. I, I might just remember 4 a.m. means 6 or 7 a.m. I woke up, oof, I'll never forget it. Dippy, clear chicken close enough. I was with Sox's house. We had a Brian. I decided to stay over to watch Conor McGregor. Yeah, Conor McGregor and Cowboy. I was red. Um, I was getting pumped for it, and I freaking woke up at 4 a.m. and waited for this fight to start, and it didn't start till 7. As the fight started, I fell asleep for literally a minute, and the fight was over. Yes, I was cross. Why is socks called socks? Because um, we were watching a game. All of us were watching a game at their house together, and Beverly's feet were over in the socks, and Heinrich made a joke of socks. And I don't know why socks got called. Duppy was called socks, but yeah, it was a fun long story back in the prelim started at 2 in the morning. No thanks. No thanks. Sleep time. The Curry Cup goes a year this year. Kings should play in it. They need to. Kings rugby is in the biggest shit, and they need to. They really do. Long ago and far away, yeah, it was a while ago. So the general total that SA team spends is $112 million. Oof, that money could be used to keep our players. Not going to argue there. 112 USD times that by what is the US now? Is it, it's over 10 now. No, it's worse. Sorry, it's over 14. Probably about 18, $16. So it's a lot of money. Which is your favorite female discus thrower? No clue, bud. Discus thrower, I don't know. I need to look at that. Would you not have Maritoge in your top four locks? Maritoge, Copa 92 Maritoge. Sorry, he is a genius. He's a genius. $1 equals 1835. That's the day. This that's actually scary because that tells me how stingy YouTube are. I mean, we used to get a lot for views. They pay us in dollars, and now you can see it's dropped. Without the donations, this channel won't get anything. So cheers because it's not right. ABC and everyone. Where's Malcolm? Malcolm's not yet here. Female sumo wrestler. Jeez, because it's not right, mate. I don't even know it's there. How about what does female? How about female WWE wrestler? That one I can give you an answer. Actually, I can give you a few answers there. That maybe not sumo. But we pass rate Chris Snyman better than I rate Chris Snyman too. He's a legend. I was busy writing to Yuri. I got distracted. Well, because it's not right to having. If you had a mother-in-law, Super Rugby needs conferences to save travel costs. Round robin single format is better. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought of conferences for that reason. That's an interesting point you make there, Chester. I've honestly not thought of it like that. That makes sense why they do it. Why haven't I thought of that? But I agree. Round robin, single format, boom, it's the way to go. Do you think during the final, Khaleesi whispered in Mara's ear? I have no clue. Never know. I think SA teams would be too dominant in Pro 14. I don't know, mate. Leinster or a solid team. Munster's a solid team. Scarlets are good. Ulster. I mean, there's good teams in there. Can't write them off. SA also generates a lot of revenue for air Sanzo. Yeah, I've heard our TV rights. I didn't realize our broadcasting rights are huge. Have you been watching Michael Jordan doco on Netflix? I highly recommend it. I haven't been watching Netflix to be honest. Trying to save on data so I can do this. Super Rugby teams spend more on travel accommodation because of the conference system. Spend more. Is it more or less? Unpopular opinion. I don't have Scotland's Richard Gray over Eleanor Jones or Ryan. Hey, anything's possible. All right. Cheers, Dips. Thanks for joining, but I'm also actually going to sign off soon. We've got 2 hours on the stream, and I'm starving. It's pity because we're at 27, and I'm dying for the loo. There's a 16-year-old schoolgirl rugby playing in SA. There's 2.6 meter waves under he plays. Woof, like some uffies. Yo, good old uffies. Do you think the video refs do a good job and should there be VAR? There should be VAR, definitely. I think we need to find a new way in order to assist TMOs big time. Guess he's back again. Oh, now I can't go, Heinrich, because you visited. Heinrich, now that you're back, keep people entertained. I need to run to the loo. Give me a bit, and then we'll keep going for a while. Keep them entertained. All right, I'm back. What's happening? Don't go. I'm not gone yet, Chantal. I'm back. It's a springboard. What? Alex, tell us a joke. Chair's doing. I'm standing still. Trick is pretty good. There we go. What? I kept my drone in the air. Am I reading that? I kept my drone in the air with cameras connected when my neighbor's wife said, Johnny Blaze, you naughty dog. WP's world's shortest bloke. Western Province. Hey, Steven, there's someone under your bed. I can't. Bed's flat. There's no hiding places there. How was your two-cent rugby stream today? I couldn't watch it. Yeah, I saw a bit of it today. I was watching England Oz. Big Wall made a freaking good comment there. At least it was funny. I can hear the fly. It's taking so long. So either he's washing his hands or getting a snack. I did wash the hands, bro. What five countries do you think are the best national anthems? Check out my latest video on that. I've done top 10 there. You must fill all the stadiums and matches between SA teams that will bring attention and money. Yeah, but we need to excite the game. We need to change the game in order to do that. But I agree. How's internet dating going? Yo, I wouldn't know. That Tinder app doesn't work. Get out, Yuri. You naughty man. I think four Super Rugby teams and two prefer 14 teams is the ideal supply to Springbok with players. Fair enough, but we need a stronger team. I don't think the Kings are going to be lasting that long, to be honest. Gareth, do you think they should start Super Rugby without the crowds just to let the players? Yes, I agree. Yes, definitely. We're not going to have crowds in a game for 18 months, guys. We're not going to see that in a long time. So, yeah, definitely. Oz and England are the two worst. I disagree. I love Australia Fair. I think it's a lucky anthem. I've always liked it. But maybe because I've grown up watching it. Whoops, I had to retract the message. Forgot to add mother-in-law. Hectic. How can I get started on YouTube? That's up to you, my friend. Record yourself, put it on the camera, and upload it. Easy as that. 55 likes and calculate. Counting. Ryan, you're doing a stellar job, my bud. I think one SA Inland Super Rugby team and a Coastal Super Rugby team, then add a combined team of the Premier Crickets. That's not a bad idea. That sounds interesting. I think that was close. It's the girl Zane. He's on form tonight. I love the SA anthem. My favorite is Islands Call. Love Islands Call too. Australia has Girth by Sea. The lyrics. Yes, and more. Will you ever go to the South Pole? Is there not a ship to go there? No, don't plan on going to the South Pole. Why wouldn't you go there? I think if Kings fall on Pumalanga will replace them. This which team is which team is Pumalanga? Shoulder to shoulder, Ireland's beautiful. Yep, agreed. Everyone's always talking about SA teams going to Pro 14, but I feel like at the moment the Sharks and the Stormers could make it to the top 14. That's a good point, Nathan. That'll be interesting in the French league. I think the French league could be interesting. Gareth, did I check out her league? Yeah, I did a little bit, briefly, but not enough to be able to talk about it. Fifth team, the Pumas. Am I right, Heinrich? Puma. Oh, there we go. We just said it. Pumas. And Brent Russell used to play. The Sardal started at the Pumas too, if I'm not mistaken. Or he played for the Pumas. No, that was the Griquas. But I know Pumas. Brent Russell played for the Pumas. We could start a competition closest date to next South Africa's international wins a prize. Start a com- That's not a bad idea. Island's call is telling you to ignore social distancing. That's a good one. That is so true, though. Heinrich, you are quick. If Super Rugby doesn't start, will the Sharks win that by default? No, because the Sharks still have games ahead. Heinrich actually worked this out. Technically, Brumbies would win. That is an Island anthem. Oh, we know which is the real one, but Island's call is a legendary one for rugby. My mother-in-law blames my kids' wrongs on their father's genes. She's a witch. Pumas are from Pumalang. Pumas are from Nelspruit. Okay. Do you think Faf will be around next World Cup? Faf, yeah, definitely. I think he will be. Favorite animal? Shark. I've been social isolating for years. That's a good one. Shoot, if you go and average a super rugby, then Brumbies takes it. There we go. No, Heinrich is my statistician. Telling you, when we get famous on this on YouTube, he's going to be my stats man. She's just hiding from your mother-in-law. I used to play a wing at school. It was fun. Lacquer, man. My mother-in-law has winked. Nathan, I'm also a wing, but I never get the ball. I wish I like the Welsh, Safford, Scottish, Irish, Kiwi national anthems. I tried to sing the Welsh anthem at the game once. To show lyrics on the screen didn't end well. Well, it's tough. I can sing God Defend New Zealand full. I can sing Ireland's Call. I can sing Scotland. And I can sing Australian Fair. Awful. But yeah, Wales a struggle, even though it's gorgeous. Do you think Dwayne Familia will play next World Cup? No, I think he's going to get too old, unfortunately. Name for the Southern Hemisphere Lions: Penguins, Capricorns, or Bull Sharks? Bull Sharks, not Bulldogs. I know ABC is big on the Bulldogs, but I say Bull Sharks. I think that's a good one. I'm 19 stone. I'd love to play wing. My dream was always scrum off if I ever played. The all Waller box. I like that one. That's a good one. Right, and it says the only time the Sharks could win Super Rugby. Oh, shots fired. Do you think Vermeulen will make the next World Cup because he'll be 37? No, I don't. My mother-in-law has big red horns. I'm chewing from forehead. My wife thinks she will live with it when she retires. Help me. I reckon because it's not right. You've got a new friend in Johnny Blaze. He talks your language. Hopefully, Cheslin Kobe won't play for France because he's been living there for. He won't. He's too close. No way he'll play for France. Osterreich, toughest Springbok ever. Legend indeed. Johnny won the lottery. Buck is the hardest book ever. Definitely a tough bloke, that one. Definitely. Right, guys, I can see the signal is starting to get funny as well, but I think I'm also probably going to sign off. I'm getting hungry. So it's been a great one, but I need food. We've been going 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's been a great stream. So, yeah, I think I'm going to sadly sign off. It has been a good one. There are no lions in the Four Nations, so maybe we need to choose an animal. Mythical. Fair enough. I used to play PS4, but then I sold it. Probably would do. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining. It has been a good stream. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. 55 likes. That's the highest we've had since the birthday streams. It's a good one. Um, do you think there should be a Southern Hemisphere team like the British Irish Lions? Yeah. Thomas, go check my latest video. Oh, videos in the past. I've done one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Zany Boy, Yuri, Chantal, you guys are still here. Thank you for the support. But now it's time to eat. We'll chat to you guys soon. There, keep a lookout for videos. I've got 2 videos out tomorrow. And if you haven't already, go see the collaboration with me and 2 Cents Rugby. That was a good one. Check it out, Chantal. Don't leave me again. Sorry, Yuri. But you and I'll talk now. Chantal damning away out. Thanks, guys. Keep well, keep safe. Go check out the collab with me and 2 Cents. It was a good one. We'll keep you guys updated. Hit that like button before you leave. Cheers. See you soon. Stay safe. Never